Hello, my name is Amanda Miller, and the non-governmental organization I researched was Green Home Development Foundation. This NGO is located in Dhaka, Bangladesh, and was established in 2006. A NGO, as I previously stated, is a non-governmental organization. In Catherine H. Jacobson's Introduction to Global Health, she describes an NGO as a nonprofit organization which is managed and at least partly funded by a private source. It is extremely common for an NGO to focus on a particular cause or area, being small community, city, state, or a whole country. While each NGO provides a great service, some are better known and much more widely spread. The World Health Organization is a leader in global health and an independent affiliate of the United Nations. They provide healthcare and services all over the world to around 194 partnered countries. When providing any type of assistance to a population, there are many considerations that must first be taken. Is the assistance needed? Is the assistance wanted? Will the assistance help? After taking these questions into account, a NGO must produce rules and regulations in order to ensure that their work stay in line with these policies. Green Home Development Foundation's goal is to reduce poverty and promote sustainable development for the citizens of Dhaka. GHDF is able to continually achieve their goal by the programs they have established. They create employment opportunities through skill development and vocational training support programs. They ensure literacy and provide continuing education for those who did not have an opportunity to be enrolled or those who dropped out of school, and those with special needs. They provide a building for awareness regarding legal aid, healthcare, sanitation, and the importance of safe water, gender issues, safe sex, and HIV/AIDS. In order to stay connected and to support the community, they organize cultural activities and sport events and coordinate local initiatives for production of goods and services to produce an income for the citizens. People have the inherent power to solve their own problems, but they lack opportunity, resources, and civic rights. This is a quote from GHDF explaining who they are and what they believe in. The quote was followed by this: "Our development philosophy is essentially a humanist, holistic, and people-centered approach that aims to empower people through developing their potential inherent powers, intellectual, productive, physical, and political, and organizing, to enable them to take responsibility of their self-reliance and sustainable development." Dhaka, Bangladesh, though the capital and the largest city, has a severely high poverty rate. Over 1/3 of the population lives below the poverty line. This is 45 million people. While the city is urban, the surrounding area and even whole sections of the city are urban slums. The people who live in these areas are exposed to many health issues. The sanitation is non-existent and the pollution is extreme. These two factors alone account for an increased risk of diarrheal disease, which are extremely prevalent in these areas. Due to the low socioeconomic status, many of the slums residents lack education. This and the severe overcrowding has led to an increase in the prevalence of HIV/AIDS. The diseases and illnesses that seize these people cause them to fall deeper into poverty as they lose the jobs they had, even if they had jobs at all. This spirals to the inability to pay for food, which can cause chronic malnutrition in not only the adults, but in the developing children. It is these vulnerable populations that GHDF has taken a special interest in. Their mission statement is to ensure socioeconomic development by creating entitlement through skill development, empowering people by providing information and service support, and a safety net for the neglected. While I only listed 3, GHDF has established 22 projects with programs addressing health, education, social, and economic development for the poor and the disadvantaged people. Prashanto Handicrafts has been working with GHDF in order to provide the underprivileged citizens of Bangladesh an opportunity to work and generate an income in order to better their lives, health, and socioeconomic status. A new project that the founder of GHDF has proposed is the Street Children Education Program. He states that the children he yearns to help are motherless or fatherless because they are deceased or missing, and they are now left alone to fend for themselves on the streets. These children either turn to drugs or abuse alcohol and are often sexually abused. Their lives are undocumented as they don't want to be known by authorities for fear of imprisonment. GHDF wants to develop a program to help this vulnerable population of left alone children. Jacobson states that the resulting inequalities in health differences in health experiences, health status, exist at many levels. Some of these differences are avoidable, unfair, and unjust. This quote directly relates to the people Green Home Development Foundation is dedicated in helping. Due to Dhaka being the fastest growing city in Bangladesh, the influx of people with more money, people who hold a higher socioeconomic status, have been seen to take over the inner parts of the city, which allows them to better housing, better access to health care and education, and a lessened risk of disease and illness due to their stable and secure environment. With an influx of upper class citizens, however, those with less money, those in poverty, are seen to be pushed to the outskirts into the slums. GHDF stated this: "The poor and underprivileged people are poor and underprivileged because they have been exploited by the rich. They will work for the betterment of their life. The organization will just play a role of a catalyst," meaning that Green Home Development Foundation does not wish to impede on the people, but they rather wish to inspire the people to see the potential in themselves to get better. The quote from Jacobson goes to further prove the cause for this population's need for assistance. While in the midst of having lost one's jobs, not having a home, clean water, or food, it can be difficult to see the potential to develop socioeconomically, and this is what GHDF does for these people. The Green Home Development Foundation, though they are not a large known organization in global health, they are an effective one. The measures they take and the programs they implement give those living in poverty in Dhaka, Bangladesh what they need to better their lives. By partnering with other organizations and by engaging in the community, this non-governmental organization has proven its worth, and I personally am excited to see what they do next. Thank you.